And we're live in five, four, three, two, one.
Good evening, live from Weazel News 14 Studios with your Sunday night evening news with your host, Sky Davis, Dick Dashley, and Michael Lopez. How you doing, everybody?
Good evening,
Wonderful.
gentlemen, and good evening, Kuffs Community. How are you doing tonight, Michael?
Do you really want to know? It's been a long week. Let's put it
it
that way.
it has been a long week. And we did miss last week. So we do apologize for that. But we definitely are happy to be back. Little bit of a we had to get some reconstruction done at the in the studio here. Some of our lighting went out, so we had to get that all fixed up so we can continue to have this awesome broadcast for you all. Mr. Dick Dastardly, would you like to get us started with this week's and last week's events?
Sure thing. First thing I wanted to say is we apologize for not being here this past Sunday, but we was all celebrating Father's Days and enjoying the weekend here in the city. So first of all, thank you for joining us tonight, and apologies for not being here last Sunday.
Exactly.
But
Absolutely.
I didn't. I can't really recall what happened too much last week because this week has just been just totally busy. It's almost pushed everything out of my mind what
Mm-hmm.
happened last week. But I do know last night I was able to get on scene and get an interview with Captain. I'm sorry, Chief Holt. Was it Holt? Nope. Chief Phil McGroin. My correction, Chief Phil McGroin. Ooh, there's so many officers and police officers and firefighters in the city these days. I'm getting
Absolutely.
names
Especially when
confused.
they sound the same. It's definitely
It
difficult.
does. I kind of like your brothers or something sometimes. Makes you wonder.
Yep, definitely.
But I was able to get an interview with Chief McGroin at the 24/7 off of Great Ocean Highway at the explosion and subsequent
Mm-hmm.
fire they had, and they are on a lookout for a black vehicle that caused another vehicle to catch fire and fire spread to fuel pumps.
Wow. That's a very
And
Sound like a
dangerous
gas leak or
situation.
an oil leak, maybe from the engine or
very,
anything like that.
very. Luckily, they was able to get it under control fairly quickly. I was able to get on scene as they were wrapping up, and I got a quick interview with the chief. And then I was able to get around to the chief of police and sheriff while they was interviewing another subject. I don't know that she was maybe been connected to the scene or what, but they was doing some interviewing. They was searching and getting all kinds of information off of her. So I'm not real sure what's going on with that, but we will be trying to dig in a little deeper and find out any more information on that at a later newscast.
Absolutely. Definitely wanna wait and have all the information on that. A lot of sketchy stuff it sounds like. A lot of
Yes, there was.
sketchy behavior there.
We did have a high speed chase with a officer involved shooting last night. Also, I was able to catch the perpetrator down on the beach. Before we get to that point, I was able to watch the perpetrator try to break into my news van while they was trying to chase him down.
Oh my goodness. I know you were telling me about that earlier. What a crazy scene there.
Very crazy. Luckily, I managed to lock my doors and remember to lock my doors before I got out of my van because I would hate to explain to the boss lady how I lost all that camera equipment and such.
Yes.
But they was able to apprehend him after they got a helicopter in the air and they had a whole net in the area shut down around Chumash. And they
Wow.
finally caught up with the suspect. Didn't get his name, but all at the time all he was guilty of or allegedly guilty of was stealing a car. Unfortunately, the poor suspect made a move towards the sheriff and the commissioner, which led to some injection of natural earth metals into his being, aka
Wow.
he got lead injections.
Wow.
Yeah, luckily our officers are okay, but I do not believe the suspect made it. Saw them calling out the coroner for the end of the scene,
Oh boy.
so, and and before they load him up, I had to leave and go on to another call.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Wow,
just
wow, wow.
It
awesomely
sounded like
busy.
Dick, you had a busy night.
It was busy. And that's the only two calls I was able to chase down. It was all over the city and state last night. I was doing my best to get here and there. They had another fire out on Route 61, I believe. I was trying my best to get to that point of view, but the locals just decided it was a one of those Sunday night drive nights.
Wow.
But that's about all I can remember recalling from last night. I can't really remember anything happened earlier in the week my own self because
Mm-hmm.
it was busy, busy, busy all week long. I do know you got some stuff you want to cover too, Sky, later on with the triathlon that was in the city later on.
Absolutely. What about you, Mr. Michael?
Yeah, going back to Tuesdays, that was a real busy night.
Mm-hmm.
For towing and this like that. Hayes was really busy to a tow. Calls left and right. Um, but Dick said, it was just last night was when I was watching the stream last night. I caught the end
Mm-hmm.
of it. It seemed really fun and really busy. So congratulate good job everybody. And um, sorry I don't know much from last night. I was out of town last night, but yeah, Tuesday was just really one of those nights where every time you got onto a scene of a call, you had another call come out. So
Absolutely.
for Toe was really busy, and we kind of uh, just cut ourselves. I know dispatch was really busy from the sounds of it, and
Absolutely.
so yeah, that's basically all I remember from this week. Um, but
No
a lot
worries.
a lot has gone on this week. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Taking it back to, I know we talked a little bit about last night. Taking it back to Tuesday night, there were many fires in the city, as we said. I know that the FD was going all over the place throughout the city. The evening started out with a Go Postal van. Actually, Medic One witnessed this after coming back from another traffic accident where a car fell off its trailer and it started leaking fuel and that caught fire. Luckily, they were able to put that out with no problems and there were no reports of any injuries whatsoever. But like I said, following that, Medic 1 went away from scene and traveled upon a Go Postal truck that had flipped at Postal 151. They are still unsure of how that happened. There was no worker, no one in the area, no one in the vehicle, so that is still under investigation. If you do know anything about that, contact your local law enforcement. Also with fires, we're going to talk about quite a few of them in the next few moments. We had a dumpster fire at Postal 131 behind a clothing self storage store. There was a dumpster fire out there. It believed it could possibly be arson, as there were also fires reported at 116 and 127. There was reports of someone fleeing from that area, but it's unknown if they were involved or not. I believe they had a purple hoodie. So if you do see anything suspicious in the area, anyone with Molotovs, anything that could be um help to law enforcement, let them know as they are still investigating on Grove and Forum. There was a box truck fire at the same postal as the dumpster fire just around the corner at 131. We had a box truck go up. Unsure whether that was arson or an electrical gas leak, but the investigator did say that he does believe it could have been arson, as some shrapnel in the area suggested like it could be of that nature. Later on that evening on Dutch London Postal 110, we had a car run into a barrier. And turns out it was a shots fired event where the driver did get hit by gunfire. I know Sergeant, or excuse me, Captain Rico of the SAHP is taking lead on investigations with that search for the perpetrator, who was seen in a black semi from what I heard, blacked out windows. So, of course, that's not much to go on here, but Rico does ask us all to be on the lookout and keep our eyes and our ears open to help out the community and keep it safe. Going back to last night at Postal Zero, excuse me, 808, Dank and 606, which is Deputy Carlson, arrived on scene at a suspicious person who was then linked to a later shots fired call. Their car was involved in both scenes that Dick and Michael had touched on. That call that car was involved in both scenes. Um, and luckily, like I said, no officers were harmed. But they did roll up to a suspicious person of someone not wanting to leave the area. Um, but luckily, law enforcement were successful in getting them to leave that area. At Postal 1005 last night, we had a large structure fire at a clothing store. That one is seemed to be electrical. From what we know, there were sparks that seemed to be consistent with electrical panels that may have happened. In the back room, investigators, the fire investigator, 717, he is still searching, so that business will be closed down until further notice. Man, that's a lot to cover, gentlemen.
Yes,
Yes,
it definitely
yes.
was.
Like I said, it was a busy, busy night last night. I really wish I
Yes.
could have. I really wish I was in town. But it's like you guys had a lot of Weazel news to cover from last night. So
Yes, absolutely. I know I tried to get out there as much as I could, but luckily I'm good friends with one of the telecommunicators who was on last night, so we were able to kind of chit chat with what we weren't able to cover. Um, and as you guys said, there was a triathlon over the weekend on Friday, and the winners coming in first place was the ghost herself, Pam Free, um, aka Buffy. So we're happy to have her back with us for a bit. Coming in second place was Ray, Country Boy. So congratulations to him. And in third place, I believe it was Jamie. So congratulations also to him for coming in that third place. And we do thank our law enforcement. 401 was out in the boat and his Tahoe that evening. And 606 was in his hot rod gainer, or so he thinks hot rod gainer. So it was definitely nice to have everybody on for that event. Um, and earlier in the week on Thursday, I know not Trooper, Keith, I don't know why I wanted to say sheriff, and I said all the wrong words there, but Keith Wilson was out in the Grapeseed area, and multiple units got on that evening to help him out. Quite a few interesting characters. I know we had few car accidents that evening, and there were also a few interesting characters. I know Pineapple Bob came out, Cleopatra came out, so lots of interesting people to deal with on that evening. But it was good to see everybody out and about in the community.
yeah, I heard on Thursday, talking about
Mhm.
Thursday, that Pineapple Bob stole a tractor and blamed it on Cleopatra or whatever her name is. Blamed it on
Yes.
her.
Yeah.
So if we could find out, I don't know the whole storyline of or the story of that
Yeah.
this situation, but from what it sounded like, Pineapple Bob might have been high on the pineapple over there. So I don't know.
You know what? I don't know when he's not high on the pineapple. But from what I understand, Cleopatra did actually make an appearance, later that evening, and, Cleopatra was actually attacked on her way to go get the lawnmower, so I think they figured it out, everything was okay, but Pineapple Bob definitely did go on that cycle, once again for the, third or fourth time, so we'll see what happens, next. At least this time he didn't leave pineapple juices all over the officers. So Pineapple Bob had that going for him.
I mean, I don't know what's worse, leaving pineapples over the officers or having a robot talk to you? I
Both,
mean,
both, both, and having them both within 20 minutes of each other was a lot. I think.
yeah,
Um,
that was a fun night
yes,
though.
it was, and I believe Cleopatra is still on the hunt for Rico. Because Cleopatra definitely wants to see what Rico has available. She's talking about having she asked Rico when he was available, and Rico said he declined, and now Cleopatra's talking about having an open house just to get Rico to come.
I just wonder
So.
what Rico has to have all these women chasing him.
Exactly. I know we have. No, I've heard there's somebody named Allison French. We have a Cleopatra now. We have Stacy. I mean, all these people. So get in line, ladies, because I mean you'll be waiting a while, but get in line.
I mean, before you know it, Sky will be chasing him. So I mean, I'm teasing.
Whoa.
Hey, I can't deny that he is a good looking. So we'll see. Um,
No, but no, no, yeah, Rico has good luck, man. I mean, you got a baby, man, so good luck.
He does. He has a child. I believe that they're trying for a second, so we'll see what happens with that. So,
Stacy, you're out of his league. Just back off.
Stacy eats wings out of the dumpster. I don't know any person, living thing that would want to be associated with someone who does that. Apparently, she hasn't been dumpster diving lately, but I don't know that I trust her.
Well, who knows? I mean, that's another breaking news story.
Really?
If you see Stacy dumpster diving, please call 911.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel inclined to do the double absolutely now. Yep.
Well, anyways, next topic, the weather for this week. Look like it's supposed to rain.
Yes,
So
absolutely. There will be a some uh, some rainstorms coming in later this week with some sun. Sorry guys, a little bit of a mic issue there. But we are back online here. Get it together, Rick. I know Rick's behind the camera. Get it together. But
My brother gonna keep on. He gonna get fired back.
he will. He may.
Rick's back there, and what is who else is back to be on the cameras? Yeah, y'all got to get together back there. I mean, no technical difficulties. Come on.
Yes, get it together, get it together. But following up with that, weather, we had a bit of rain the past few days. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit more sunny. Within the next few days. Music. Have we been listening to anything lately, gentlemen?
Um,
Uh,
yeah, I just had a mixture of music this week.
Mhm.
Of course, like I said, when I was out of town, there's a lot. We had a shuffle of music going on. At an event that I was at, so I listened to quite a bit of music this week. Don't ask me what songs are playing because I can't tell you. Um, it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Really needed to get out and be a part of that. So, but it was a lot of randomized music. So,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, I've had quite the listening ear tonight this weekend.
That's awesome. That is awesome. What about you, Mr. Nick?
I've been just listening to my random playlist right now on Randora. It just
Mhm.
has some good music from my thumbs ups and all that. So I've been listening from everything from the '90s music to yesterday's grunge music. It's just been some good music out here lately, and it
Mhm.
just kind of goes along with the season. Hanging out on the beach, watching all the bikinis all up and down the beach all day long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, I guess watching Randora is better than watching the BooTube. So I mean, you
It is. It
know,
gets me out of the house.
yeah.
Yes. You know what will always be a really good summer song is Walking on Sunshine or Walking on the Sunlight, whichever it's called. That one, I feel like it's been around for so long, and like at the beginning of summer, I feel like it's like the perfect like song to get you in the mood. I listened to that earlier. A remix came in on the radio today, and it was great. I
I'm gonna
belted
have
the
to
whole
check
thing
that
out in
one
the
out
car.
then.
Yeah. Um, But as we talked about sports a little bit, do we have anything else for sports, gentlemen?
Um,
Michael?
I don't know if there's any. I know the Lost is still playing dirt, the motorcycle on the
Mhm.
dirt track behind the casino.
Mhm.
That's still in the talks of when that's coming out.
Yep. Yep.
Sports wise, I know the Reapers are talking about hosting a bike show. Maybe a couple of them here in a couple weeks in the near future. So be on the lookout for that. Um, I know there was something else that was posted earlier in the announcement channel for coming up this week that was on the board, but
Yes.
I can't come to my head right now. That's an event that's coming up, a sports event.
Yeah, I know that there'll
So
be I think in later July there'll be a aqua event. We'll have some boat races, swimming relays, and jet ski racing, which will be a lot of fun. Date has not come out for that yet, but we look forward to seeing when that will be. Um, but getting into some of the new stuff for the server, I know we've had various new members come on in lately. I know Chris H is one of them. He's been on quite a bit. And I'm waiting for my little placements alone here, but we've had quite a few people come on in to the the chat and to the Discord and Cuffs, and we look forward to having people back in. I know the bad guy 34 is new. Chris H, as I said, is new. Welcoming back Mikey 18. Welcome back to the server. He's been gone for a about 7 months. I don't know the exact but he's back on the server, and we're very happy to have him along with a few others. Austin Kerr, welcome, definitely welcome. There's one more that I'm trying to remember that I
He goes by
Ace
Alligator, I think.
Positive. Alligator's one, Ace Positive one is one. So we've had a lot of good people coming into the server here lately. So welcome to all the new members. And of course, if you are wanting to get in on being a member of the greatest 5M server on the planet, go to kuffsgaming.com, which is right in your upper left corner, and join the Discord in your upper right. And speaking of, and I think a viewer just told me that Alligator is Chris, they're the same person, so thank you. I do appreciate that. But and if not, welcome to everybody. But really awesome to have all of the new faces in here. But the newest announcement on the server is that coming soon, and it seems like it may or may not start July 5th. This the coming weeks. It says, so what I've heard is beginning the week of July 5th, 2022, an approved streamer will be streaming on Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m., where Cuffs crew members will be streaming on Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. That means that we'll have three official scheduled stream nights per week, not counting special events and other streams popping off during the week. So you guys are gonna get more Cuffs content, more community, more fun vibes. I had something where I was going with that, but then I lost it while I
More
was
Pineapple
talking.
Bob.
More Pineapple Bob, more Cleopatra, more
more
Rico's,
of more everything, just
more,
everything.
yep, more wind shampoo, more of Rico's abs, more of all of everything. So
And
we're gonna
just
have
enough, yeah.
more of it.
Go along with that announcement. There it looks from the sounds of it. I don't know officially. Nothing's been set in stone, but it looks like Hayes and Mosey's will take over on Tuesdays
Hmm.
with one driver. From what I'm reading, in the rotation, they will, swap, rotate here and there
Awesome.
between the two. Thursdays will be Hayes's night, and Saturdays will remain Mosley's night. If
Fantastic.
I'm wrong with that, please correct me with any information if I'm heard out. But that's what I'm reading in the from the newscast here. So
Absolutely.
just bear with us there as the information does come in with this. But also big announcements. We also have a new hospital in the city.
Yes.
If you haven't go checked it out on the Cuff server, or um, please do so. Any or if you want like to see it, get a hold of one of the medics,
Mhm.
and they would give you a tour of it. By the way, don't get lost. It is a big hospital.
Yes.
Yes, myself and Michael checked it out this afternoon. It is
Yes,
huge.
yeah. So it is the biggest hospital I've ever seen. It's amazing.
Very big.
A parking garage, indoor, outdoor parking garage. It's 10 floors, and only about half of the floors work. But it is huge. Nice, nice, nice place. So and thank you to Curly Early Wine for buying that for the Cuff server,
Yes,
and thank you
absolutely.
to Onyx for putting it in. It's amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Lots of good and awesome things always continuing to happen on the server for everyone's benefit, which is really super awesome. And again, with we've also had some additions to Cuffs Customs. We now have a 2008 Chrysler 300 SRT and a 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, which is super awesome to see and have on the server.
Yes, and the creator of that Trans Am made it look like from made it to replica um, Smokey and Bandit. So it's a
Awesome.
really nice car. Now it's got a now we got to talk with the creator to bring in the semi from Smokey and the Bandit, and then there we go. We got the full set.
That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. That is awesome. Do we have anything else that we'd like to cover this evening, gentlemen? As I think um, our people of the week are, pretty much our new server. Our new server, participants, and like we said, there are a corners and hospital staff that can fill that hospital. We now have Redneck Gaming, who's also going to be on as a corner. Um, and it'll be awesome to see a lot more interactions between civilians and the corner civilians and the hospital staff civilians and the as there always is. And civilian is civilian as well. We've been doing a lot of kind of off the books, off of dispatch role play, which has been a lot of fun, and we continue and want to continue to strive to bring you guys awesome RP. And we thank everyone involved for making that happen. And we look forward to doing
Absolutely,
even more.
yeah, absolutely. And just to add on to another person that I want to recognize this week is I want to recognize Hayes Towing. They added a new member to their employment staff this week. His name is sorry I'm butchering it, but the player's name is Hoff. So
Wonderful,
uh,
congratulations.
yeah, Hoff is now in this character. I can't remember Life in Me, but he's new to our Hayes' fleet over there. So
Fantastic.
welcome aboard over there, and hopefully you enjoy towing with uh, Craig Carson,
It's awesome.
yeah, Justin Davis, Michael King, and have fun on
Everybody
Thursday
else
nights.
over there.
Well, there's only I think there's only four of them over there,
Yeah,
but I know they're trying to maybe try to get another person as a floater
got
for
you.
their really busy nights. Um,
Hmm.
when I was talking with Carlson about it, that was the plan. I don't know if that still is his plan, but I know that was the talk about it, that they're trying to get a fourth person to kind of be in rotation as a floater just in case they get super busy and they need an extra
Awesome.
driver.
Awesome.
Um, so, but yeah, there now there's three of them, 3 to 4 of them right now, and they're really looking forward to training him this week and getting ready to be on his own so he can enjoy this wonderful community and towing for LEO.
That is awesome. And I do believe I just remembered that would be I think his name is Soldier Campbell. If I
That's
remember
correct.
correctly.
Yes, yes.
Yes. I think I heard of him joining, which is awesome. And I know he did get an ATV accident a few weeks ago, so we're happy he's doing better. Or not ATV, excuse me, a jet ski accident. So we're glad he's doing better and able to work. That is awesome. That is awesome. But how do we have anything else we'd like to add to that, gentlemen?
I think
That's
we
about
touched
all I
everything.
have myself.
Yeah, I think we touched everything up.
We have, we have. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kuffs FiveM Gaming Server, as you all know. But if you are new, smash that like button for Weazel News, hit that subscribe button for Weazel News, and come out and join the Kuffs Gaming community. If you have FiveM, if you have a PC, if you have GTA downloaded, there is an application process, but apps for civilians are open at discord.me/cuffs, cuffsgaming.com for all the details. So join us, cuffsgaming.com/approved streamers to get the ins and outs of who else streams from the server, that we can get know everything and about everything. And if you have any friends that you know of who want to join the service, we're already on here. Let them know about us. Let them see about Cuss and let them join this awesome family because it's been a really awesome experience. I know for myself and the two gentlemen next to me, and I know the rest of the community can agree on that. So
The best
absolutely,
damn server alive.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. So with that being said, for myself, Skydavis, Mr. Michael King next to me. I just forgot your name for a whole second. Michael
Michael
Lopez.
Lopez.
Yep,
Yep.
sorry. Michael King.
King's my brother. Don't get me confused.
We do hope that King's doing well. He was with us previously, but yes, we do hope you're doing well, Michael King. But Michael Lopez, Sky Davis, and Vic Dastardly, if I can remember all of their names. We are having a lovely time with you tonight. Hit all the buttons to help us grow, and we look forward to seeing you again. And we will see you on the next one.
Good night, everybody.
Weasel News is out.